everyone. We're so excited to have you here. I'm Colleen.
I'm Becca, and welcome to Glitty Litter, the show where your shit shines and the cats still don't matter.
They still don't. Longtime viewers will know we famously hate cats.
Mm-hmm.
Glitty Litter is a game show hosted by us, Glitter, and our friends. Every show we bring on 2 teams to play 3 types of games: accuracy, creativity, and passion.
And we are scoring one of 2 ways, either from us, the hosts, or from you all, our lovely viewers in the chat. And a quick note, in order to participate in the chat, you have to follow our host, 2MB Studios, on Twitch. So take a moment to go hit that button now and then get weird with us in the chat. Where's the button? Who knows? At the end of every show, we are going to enter what we call the glitter box. And to tell us more about that is Caitlin.
Hey, what's going on? I'm so excited to be here. What a nice day it was out today. I'm just like, I'm loving the energy of today, so I'm really excited. And I'm excited to tell everybody about the glitter box. That's a segment at the very end of the show where something different happens every single time. No one knows what it's going to be except for me. And then we all find out together, and it's just a little bit of magic that we create together, and it will never happen ever again. And it will determine the final outcome, the winner of tonight's events.
It couldn't be more important.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, we have to take it very seriously, and I implore you all to take it very seriously.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. I personally am really looking forward to seeing what we have. You know, we've had in the past celebrity meatball racing, the Caitlin stepping on pieces of Legos to see which
that was memorable.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would say in general, I like to just engage the senses. I like to provide an assault on one of my senses in some way, and I would like it to be participatory. So that's really what I'm trying to cultivate here in the glitter box. And sometimes there's celebrities. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some tonight. I don't know.
But no matter what, we know that the glitter box is a very sensual experience, you could say.
Ooh, yes, that is one thing you could say.
You can absolutely say that. Thank you so much, Caitlin. We will get back to you and learn more about whatever that's about. It wouldn't be a game show if we didn't have some contestants. So let's bring out Team 1, our first 2 contestants, and that would be David and Sumeet.
Hey.
Hi, guys. So long-time community viewers probably recognize you guys. For all of our glitter heads, can you guys tell us first, where are you joining us from? Where are you guys right now?
Well, I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Great place.
Yeah. I'm in Stafford, Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Really, really far down the coast.
Working hard to bring you to us.
Yeah.
And then can you tell us, how do you know each other?
We met doing improv. Hey.
Yeah. We did a show
We did a duo.
We did American Girl
American
Doll.
Doll. That's
how we
right.
met. And then we did a duo for a number of years.
Okay.
Which was either great or terrible, depending on how you like us.
Right.
And if you estimate,
If you were our friends, you hated it.
Yeah.
well, let's see in the chat some of your friends. Maybe this is their chance to talk shit anonymously.
Yep.
How long have you guys known each other so we can compare to the other team and see who's a better, who's a better team?
40 years.
Known each other 40 years.
No, what? 4 weeks. What?
It starts with
you
a
want to
4.
lower the expectations. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. No, honestly, what? Like 5 years? 6?
Yeah, 5, 6, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
American Girl Doll was September 2014. So it was around that time.
But
Okay.
I didn't have the
I
courage.
don't actually know.
I didn't have the courage to ask you out for a friend date until sometime after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah,
took it to the next level.
it got heavy. Yeah.
And Carlo, this is a silly question a little bit, but do you guys have any shows you'd like to promote?
We do. We are on a show together, actually.
We are.
On this very studio of 2MB. We host a video game show called Level Down every other Friday. We have a show this Friday.
Okay.
I forget the name of the game we're going to play. David, you might remember.
It's just me, Sumeet, and Ryan Daly, who hosts. He's also on Nights of Prospect with Sumeet. He hosts a 69 show. We just play a different game every time, and we're not good. We played. Oh, hi, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan's here. Oh, hey, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's very angry that two of us are doing this and he's not.
I want to see you in the chat venting all your frustration. Make it hard for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's every other Friday. It's either first and third or second and fourth. And we're playing a game called Scavengers, which I think is an early access. And I don't know, we'll be bad at it, but it'll be fun.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Team 1. And Becca, do you want to introduce everyone to Team 2?
Yes. So let's bring out Team 2, Jess and MLav. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Where are you guys joining us from?
Well, I'm in Medford, Massachusetts. MLav, where are you?
Oh, why? I'm also in Medford, Massachusetts. Just right down the lane there.
Very teamly.
Strange.
That's very teamly of you guys.
Wow.
Yeah. We like to stay close, except for those few
Wow.
years where she moved away for a faraway place.
Oh, yes, the times that will not be named. Gem Lab. Oh my
Oh,
God, Lisa.
thank you, Lisa.
Gem Lab.
I knew in my heart of hearts we had a team name, and that's it.
Oh, Team Gem Lab. I love it.
Wow, I think you're already scaling up Team 1.
Well, we do have the longevity of our friendship on our
Indeed. Why don't you ask?
How long have you both known each other?
15 years,
15
if I do
years.
my math correctly.
We
Yeah,
met at
college.
Salem State College at the time. Now it's a university.
Indeed.
Mm.
Indeed.
Oh,
Yes,
that
I graduated from the college, MLab. You graduated from the university, I believe.
Actually, it still says college in my degree.
Oh no! They sent me a sticker. They sent me a sticker to put like.
Oh, that's incredibly confusing.
I know.
Yeah.
So we know how long you've known each other, and I think we could guess you met in college, but maybe you can be a little more specific so that we could really tell who's the team leader team.
Oh sure. Well, we actually met. I don't know if I'm sure we met before this, but I remember I was in an improv troupe called Grandma's Third Leg. Yay, college improv! And I helped cast MLav into our troupe. So we did improv together for 3 years in college.
Oh.
That's a strong endorsement too. You cast her.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I
And
was
you know,
honored.
you would have cast me, right, MLav?
Of course.
You have to say that now.
And lastly, we want to give you the opportunity if you have any shows to promote or anything at all.
We are both ensemble members of Quarantine Action Wrestling Thursday nights on 2MB Studios. And
That is you?
yep. And I'm also in another show called Sleepover, which is every second and fourth Saturday on also 2MB Studios. And Jess has a few other shows as well.
Oh yes. So this coming Friday, I have a show called The Midnight Creepout, where I tell our friend Ben Scaria about the creepiest, most chilling tales the world has to offer. This week, I will be telling him about the Mothman. Woo.
Are you going to talk about the connection to beans? I'll
We're gonna
follow-
talk. We'll talk offline. We'll talk offline. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything now.
No.
All right.
Beans or otherwise.
Yep. No.
We'll talk offline. And then every Saturday at 1 p.m., I do Simply the Jess, in which I play The Sims, starring, yes, C.K. Ling, Beans. Where I play The Sims, featuring Sims based on characters from the Quarantine Action Wrestling universe.
It's an Aaron Spelling style universe.
It really is.
Do any
really
of the
is.
relationships or fights carry over from The Sims into?
Sometimes new things become canon.
Whoa.
Wow.
Like for instance, Diamond David Thomas and the governor of New Jersey got married 2 weeks ago.
Whoa. Oh
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
That's pretty big.
anything can happen.
I'm looking for, maybe we'll create some canon tonight. Who knows? I don't think we have those guests on the show, but who knows? Anything-
Someone get the mayor of New Jersey.
Thank you, Team 2. We're going to send you backstage again and then talk a little bit about our very first game. We're going to be playing an intro game called the Zoomlywed game. Yes, very natural. Based on the Zoomlywed game, the Zoomlywed game will help us understand our contestants a little better and see how well they know each other. Seems like very well. We will see. We're going to be asking a question about each of our 4 contestants, and once the question's asked, they're going to write it down their answer while their teammate writes down their answer. Then we'll then have them reveal the answers at the same time to see how well they really know each other.
All right, great. So let's bring all 4 of our contestants back out here so they can face each other head to head.
You like to talk.
So wait, I'm writing my answer or her answer?
You'll be writing your answer, but
Okay.
the answer is either going to be your name or your teammate's name. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's not right. Your answer will be you'll have an answer to the question.
Okay.
It's just a question and both people write down the answer.
Yeah, natural.
I get it. We'll start with Team 1. If David had a superpower, what would he want it to be? So you're both writing this down. What David's superpower would be. Like there's always the struggle to pick something that's not flying.
Yeah, I mean, Natch, flying.
Wait,
Don't pick flying. Don't pick flying. Is that what you said?
I'm just trying to get some subtle. I mean, you're already competing against Gem Lab, so
yeah.
No.
I just want to say what Sumeet and I have shared could last lifetimes.
All right, Team 1. Are your answers ready?
Yes.
No.
No, okay.
It's a very long hour.
well, that's a hint.
First chapter of a book.
Okay.
Answers up. Your strength and mind control.
Okay.
In the same vibe. Now,
Wow, I was gonna put super strength, but then I was like, nah, damn.
He already
Wow.
has that. He goes to the gym so often.
But maybe I'm working my brain. I don't know.
It's true. It's time to work your brain, David.
I would ask a follow-up, but I feel like those answers sort of speak for themselves. Would you say, Becca?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They don't know each other. That's what that says.
I see David for his mind. That's what that says. I see him for his smarts and his quick wit, and
If
he's
he
a
had
funny guy.
superpower, he would just need more of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm witty.
All right. Perfect strangers.
Perfect strangers. Yeah, definitely.
We will kick it over to Team Gem Lab. All right. What is Jess's biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, what is my biggest pet peeve? Okay.
This is real. I like the idea that people just sit down and have these conversations. I guess you just pick up on it.
Yeah. I mean, road trip, maybe you just sort of go back.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what teen magazines used to be for. That's how you would find that stuff out about your friends.
It's a really good point. Taking the group quizzes.
I feel like strategically I need to write what I think MLab would write.
Mm.
That
Right?
is not honest.
Don't let us tell you how to play the game.
I think it is.
All right. Team 2. Oh, still writing.
Okay, I'm ready.
Answers up.
Okay.
Men.
Oh yes, that's the same. That's the same.
Got you, baby.
That's the same.
Incredible.
Boom.
Wow.
As
I'm blown away. That was beautiful.
I would say this Venn diagram is almost a circle.
We are. Well, thank you.
If I could clarify, I'm not going to keep going.
Oh, well,
I knew it. I said beforehand I would get kicked out.
you called it. You called it.
I think that was just the internet not getting here from Virginia. I think that's what that was.
Being the community servers. I don't know what's going on.
Long walk.
Team one, chance to redeem yourself. If Sumeet had a motto, what would it be? What would that motto be? I have to wonder, Becca, what people will do with, like, is the motto what you put on your coat of arms? Is it what you want on the back of your car?
I've seen some
Same
people
thing.
put the motto in their like email signature.
Oh, yes.
They'll have a life's motto. Yeah, it's honestly helpful because then I'm like, oh, that's what you're all about. Great. Well, I'll take away all my exclamation points in this email.
I know your motto now. Yeah. The Instagram away message.
I don't know, 2MB. What's a motto with you? That's what they were waiting for.
Gotta complete this cycle.
They wanted. No.
All right, team 1, it looks like you guys might both be ready to put up 20 points immediately. Wow.
What is happening?
For the points.
Added to the score. Team 1, time to answers up. Pass. And so, can you pull back? Yep. Oh, be nice.
Damn it!
Ass?
Nice ass.
We
That's
texted
your
to each
motto,
other.
David.
We
That's your
texted to
motto.
each other all the time.
That's your motto. That's not my motto.
I thought we were both on board with it.
I love it, but it's...
That Venn diagram is 2 separate circles.
Well, are they? I guess.
So maybe they're closer than I'm thinking. I'm gonna keep an open mind, a more open mind, see what the chat says. Team 2, your final question. Team 2, if MLav could join any current or past music group, which would she join?
Music group? If she could join a music group.
Current or past?
That's honestly a great question. I mean, I know it's our question.
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
I feel good about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel really
Please
good
let us
about
mind meld right now, MLab, because I feel like I have this right on the money.
You probably do. The question is, do I?
Mm.
I don't know.
They're so.
Poor
I'm
Ryan.
only shocked that it wasn't Ryan who wrote that. Oh.
Yeah.
We might be ahead.
It was for me, though, not for David.
I know. I'm sorry.
So- God damn.
David, you're so self-absorbed.
But he's texted to me.
Team 2, it's time to reveal your answers.
Jeez.
Oh,
I mean, obviously, but they wouldn't accept me. So
oh,
Oh, so close, so close.
2 amazing.
Not at all. That's okay.
I mean, they're just my husbands. Like, I don't need to be in their group to like
see.
be in their group.
You don't want to Yoko the group. Just let him continue in retirement.
Yeah.
Becca, thank you, teams. Thank you, teams, for showing us how well you know each other.
Or don't.
You're welcome.
Becca, do you want to tell us what is it we're going to be playing next?
Yes. So this is our first and only accuracy game, really. So get ready. It is called What Is That?
Wet. Wet sounds.
Starting with What Is That?
What is that?
So this will be a classic guessing game that will have our teams listening to one another attempt to make everyday noises and try to guess their blindfolded teammate to accurately say what the noise is. So one person from each team will be blindfolded and the other teammate will be looking through at this screen at a series of sounds or characters, and they must make that sound without using any words. The blindfolded teammate will guess what they're hearing, and we will take turns and go back and forth between teams in each slide of the PowerPoint. And if you get the answer right, then you get a point. And if you take too long to get the answer, then we move on.
Oh boy. Okay.
And as this is an accuracy game, you get points by getting one right, but also we, have a lot of other ways to get points, aka the chat and sometimes our tech.
You know how that's gonna go.
So teams, before the show, we decided that David and Jess would be blindfolded, I believe.
Mhm.
Yes.
So time to blindfold yourselves, which I from personal experience, it sucks. I'm sorry you have to do this.
Okay. Heads up, my internet skips, so if I'm quiet for like 0.2 seconds, that's why.
Yeah, mine tends to delay by 40 seconds.
Oh, liar.
We'll make a note.
All right. Blindfolds are on.
Kind
Too
of.
tight.
Doing my best over here.
Okay. We'll give Jess just a minute longer.
I'm sorry.
Take your
Okay.
time.
I have long hair. I can't help it.
You can
There's
do
nothing more
it.
important to
Oh
this
Christ Almighty! Why is it so difficult? It's the headphones. Okay, I'm ready. I cannot see shit.
Drank
Perfect.
me
Exactly right.
It's a good start.
All right, team 1, you're going to get the first slide. All right, team 1, go ahead.
The police car or an ambulance. An ambulance, fire truck, police car.
What the fuck?
All right, team 1, thank you. Team 2, next slide.
What? Oh man!
Budweiser.
Oh, a frog. The Budweiser frog.
Wait, those are words. What?
I think we got to give that is frog. Team 1, next slide.
Oh boy.
I know this one.
A mouse getting electrocuted. Oh, dial-up internet connection. Sumeet getting run over by a steamroller.
All right, brought you down. All right, team 2, next slide.
Damn it.
Walkie-talkie.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, a
2,
rocket launch.
1. Blast off.
It's NASA. It's NASA Mission Control. It's air control.
I think we're going to take a
Balls,
rocket launch on that.
Nice.
Next slide, team 1.
No good. Oink, 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 oink,
Hey.
oink.
Next slide, team 2.
Yeah.
A Rube Goldberg machine.
1,000 points. You lost your balls.
Same words.
A game show. An arcade. An arcade game.
Next slide,
A carnival game.
team 1. Next slide.
Car alarm. Car alarm. Door alarm.
Becca, team
I think I heard David say it.
Okay. All right, team 2. Next slide.
Nice.
Yeah.
David drowning. Oh God.
Nope.
Okay, a submarine surfacing. Space Odyssey. Sea Lab 2021.
This is all good.
Do it again. A tea kettle. Tea kettle.
Okay, we're gonna give that team 2. Next slide.
Fireworks.
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Fireworks in mud. A geyser. Oh, snoring. Sleep apnea. Grunting.
Sex with David.
All right, next slide, team 2. Team 1. Team 2.
Oh, I got it.
Next slide.
Opening a can of soda. A jazz ensemble. Drums. A jazz drums. A speakeasy. A night out on the town. A jazz club. A cymbal.
Team 1.
A
Next
hi-hat.
Okay.
Oh, and those are the slides. Amazing job.
Oh,
Teams.
okay.
Truly amazing job. A delight to watch. Thank you guys. Let's take a minute and check on our scores. Yes, we're going to check on our scores. Is that right?
Yes, we're checking on
That
them.
was excellent.
Did I cheat like a million times? I don't even know.
Ah, you're fine.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not asking either of you.
Some light. I would say some light cheating happened on the
Light cheating.
but there's no, really such thing. And also,
David, how would you make a thunder sound? Do thunder real quick.
Thunder.
Yeah, do thunder.
Crack. Well, that's a word.
And also that's lightning, so okay.
Yeah. Well, no. Lightning is a make. Yeah, you're right. We don't know each other at all.
So we've got to take a second and give out a few points.
Mhm.
So I have to say, Sumeet, there were so many moments when I could tell you were thinking, where am I going to go with this? I got to respect to give you 4 points for frog. Pig. Pig.
Great.
I thought that was like some really quick thinking, really innovative.
Really innovative.
Go back to elementary school.
Oink, oink, oink. So innovative.
I've got to give you another 5 points for committing to Thunder. I feel like I really let you go because I thought maybe eventually David was going to come around and get it. So I really let you go with that one. 5 points for that.
Wow, Emla, we crushed them so bad they're giving away pity points.
Yeah.
That will be your undoing.
Creativity, baby.
Shout out to you too. You, I think, really impressed me with the rocket launch, which was very compelling, and I just it moved me. You know, I thought to myself, maybe I'm going to see a rocket launch one day. And I would say I got to give you 6 points for symbols because they were really spot on. Even though it took a pretty long time to guess them, I thought Jess was really enjoying herself and just wanted to spend more time with the symbol.
It's true.
That's what I was saying.
honestly, I was also having a very good time. It was a fun beat. I thought you did incredible work. I like it. It wasn't until you tapped on the soda can where Jess was like, symbols.
Wait, was the first one not a fire truck or something?
It was car chase. And
I actually want to give another 5 points to Team 1 for that because your car chase was spot on.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I feel like you missed modem though. Didn't you miss modem? Was it modem?
That was not modem.
Oh.
That was buzz saw. It was electric saw.
Yeah.
Man.
So Becca, do you have any other points you want to give out before we go through the chat real quick?
I wanted to give 5 points for for Team 2 for the jam session that we had.
Oh.
Yeah, it just took us out of our misery for a moment. We were really
Misery, Jesus Christ. 2021, baby.
So okay, I just want to review. The chat also gets to weigh in, so we're gonna give some points. Grace, I'm gonna guess what some of these names are. I'm just gonna read parts of them. So Grace says David passed his kindergarten. I think that was in response to Pig that you got that oink reference.
Nailed the oink.
Sure did, right.
Yeah, B. Wellington has an issue, which is they feel like oink is a word. We didn't really reinforce these rules, and so I feel like we're just going to have to live with that one. Mm-hmm. Oak says, you lost your balls, the game show. That I think was a pinball game we were trying to guess, Jessica. Grace at one point wanted everyone to know hashtag Team Strangers. I think was really impressed with your work. 2 points for that. Last name Doll was really impressed with I believe this was the symbol body movements. Those body movements. Another 3 points for that. Oaks something made Oaks laugh out loud going back. I'm going to say 2 points to both teams for that. Rachel Andelman loves the idea of Ryan watching the show, just seething. And for that,
can we get a camera on him? Is that possible?
I think we have to give, I don't know, what is the spirit that we should honor that with? Should the points go to team 1?
Team 2.
Obviously, team 2. The points go to team 2 for Ryan being upset.
But it's
Ryan wishes he was on our team, so we get those points.
Okay,
Yeah,
exactly.
and it's ruining your friendship, whereas me and MLav are staying strong.
Oaks says
so we need the
4
points, and we will take that.
for every letter in Ryan's name.
Yeah.
I think we gotta honor the chat, because that's a point of the show. We're gonna half honor the chat, -4 for team 1, but at the same time, because team 1 has gotten so much engagement, we're gonna have to give you 2 pity points for that. So,
that works.
Wait, why are we getting points taken away for Ryan again? Just because Ryan's here? Just because he's here?
Chat a lot of power this episode.
Because you've ruined his life, Sumeet.
Oh, right.
Remember that?
I forgot.
No, you gotta keep up. And so the final scores of where we are at: team 1 has 18 points and team 2 has 19.
Wow.
All right.
Hey,
And
we're right in
there's
this
some more
thing, baby.
jazz band love down here too, but you don't need to
Right,
count us.
No, they already gave him out.
MLav on top.
It's gonna be great. Both teams, you have another game at which to excel. That game is called Tinder Me Softly. Super gross. Our first game show has been such a success, Glitty Litter, that we've decided to start a new one. We have a guest with us who's looking for their special someone, and we are going to help them. Each of our contestants is going to get a dating profile with the name of one of our game show contestants is going to take on. And this is how that contestant responded to a few of the dating questions. We'll look at them all together, and then our teams are going to have a few minutes off camera to become the dating show contestant they were assigned. Our special guest will then be asking them all a few questions to determine who it is the guest wants to take on a date.
And so since this is a creativity game, we are looking for our teams to think outside the box with their characters and with answering our guests' dating questions. And we will give out points as well as the chat. And we apparently will also take away points as well as the chat.
Honor the chat says.
It's a free-for-all. So after we go through all the people options that you're becoming, then you can go forth and become them.
So yeah, let's pull up that slide and see what we can show you guys.
This is what you're aiming for.
Oh, okay,
perfect.
I have to zoom in a little because.
Wait, are we assigned or do we pick one?
I think we are assigning you, and so team 1, you are the top 2. So I think David, you're Alistair, and Sumeet, you're Blessing, and then team 2, you're the bottom 2, and so MLav, you are Brutus, and Jess, you are Guido.
Okay.
So let's meet these characters briefly. Becca, I'll do team 1s, and then you want to do team 2?
Perfect.
Okay, so team 1, we have Alistair Uther, 32 from Atlanta, Georgia. They're a real nerd about many random things. Google it. Sounds very internet datey. 2 truths and a lie. 1, I used to play piano for 9 years, so know how to use my fingers. Charming. 2, I have a rap song on iTunes. 3, have a MF both. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Yes. We need everyone to know these are real answers. These are not just made up.
What?
We have research. We have someone deep inside Glitty Litter who goes on the dating apps for you guys to pull these answers. Blessing Darina is 50 from Seattle, Oregon. Oregon. They're weirdly kind of attracted to people who look like they can break me in half. The most spontaneous thing they've ever done is snuck pastries and a bottle of milk into a puppet show. Kinky. And the award they should be nominated for is King.
Wow.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So, great people so
Yeah.
far. Our next two are Brutus Dagmar, who is 26 and from Austin, Texas. And overshare is that one time they wrestled a giraffe to the ground with their bare hands. That is an overshare because that is mean. I would not share it. I'm the type of texter who says, no worries if not me sexting. Very courteous.
Very relatable in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. One thing they'll never do again is eat a scorpion. So clearly they've traveled quite a bit. Now we have got Guido Nebil, who is 37 and from Denver. You will get along with Guido if you are okay with them wearing their Crocs to bed. We would not get along, just saying.
Oh, goddamn.
So sorry for Guido. They get way too excited about Harry Styles. That guy is a triple threat. That is very relatable. That honestly, I don't know if the Crocs and the Harry Styles cancels each other out. We'll have to wait for our actual contestant to judge. And dating them is like biting into a raisin cookie and then realizing it's chocolate chip.
Oh.
Then you also realize it's an edible. Wow. This person thinks very highly of themselves. Yeah, they're a lovely surprise.
Yeah. So those are your characters. If you want to take one more minute to just really soak it in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give you guys a few minutes to get into character while we meet our contestant, our guest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And just hit us up in the little in our chat when you're back.
All right. Thank you, guys. Go become your characters. And now we are going to have the pleasure of meeting our special guest. I think it's time to bring out Nicotine Wolverine.
Oh, I'm back. I don't know if you guessed if you'd see me again, but you're gonna.
I was wondering when.
Yeah, and you can see I'm not in hell, but that's only because literally we couldn't have done this segment otherwise because Dave Navarro, who you know is who I hang out with in hell. I'm sorry, the soul of Dave Navarro. The flesh and blood Dave Navarro is, of course, still alive, but he wouldn't shut up today, his soul, and we wouldn't have been able to do it because the whole time I would have been like, Dave, he's texting me right now. It's ridiculous.
Nicotine, can you remind our viewers, Dave Navarro is a well-known and important celebrity, but could you remind those of us who are less familiar with Dave Navarro what his accomplishments in life were?
Oh, yes. Well, his biggest and most important accomplishment, the ones that you need to know about, is he is the one and only forever infinity host of Ink Master, and we will forever be grateful. He is my mentor in hell for tattooing, because as you can see, I am a tattoo artist. I have them, I give them, and so Dave has been just indispensable to give me tattoo wisdom. We crush deep dish pizzas in hell all goddamn day. Oh, that's the other thing you need to know about me. Anybody who wants to date me, if you're not shoving deep dish pizza into my gullet and then into your gullet and then we go back and forth between our gullets, if we're not doing that, don't even bother taking me on a date. Come on.
I'm with you, Nicotine. That's about the most romantic thing you can do.
Yeah.
and who wouldn't want it? So, Nicotine, you do have a really important job here tonight, which is, figure out if there's someone in our contestants who you think you could fall in love with. So, how are you feeling about that? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm really nervous because let me tell you, if you date me, you're not just dating me. You're dating me and the soul of Dave Navarro, pretty much, because like I said, everywhere I go, the man. But we'll be a great trio, is what I'm saying. So I'm excited, I guess.
Okay. And is there let's say you could give out some words to the wise for people who were trying to do their best. Any advice you would give someone who's looking to date you? Besides get on with Dave Navarro, which obviously.
And the deep dish pizza.
And the deep dish pizza.
Okay, the other thing is I will say if you want to date me, you got to be willing to let me tattoo whatever I want on you. And so
that's a commitment.
Yeah, that's really my one requirement. It's not that hard. I don't know why people don't care about that. But then they don't let me get to the second part, which is then I'll tattoo whatever you want me to tattoo on me.
Perfect.
It's really a lifelong commitment.
Yeah, have you been doing this for long, or is this has this always been your MO?
Yeah, pretty much ever since I got my baby's first tattoo gun, I decided I was like, if someone even wants to date me, go on a first date with me, they have to be willing. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. They just have to be willing to do it.
Okay, just open-mindedness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like my piercing is. It's like, what's that story of when God kind of is going to make that guy kill his son, but then he's like, I'm just kidding. I won't.
Abraham?
Yeah, it's like that. So I'm gonna do that to them.
Yeah,
with a tattoo.
Gotta be ready to kill that son, and then maybe you'll have to, maybe you won't.
Exactly, but but with me tattooing you, you just have to exactly.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm feeling good. I want to make sure everyone is back and ready to date you. I think we're gonna just take one more minute. I have a question, I guess. Do you come by your claws honestly?
Oh, yes, exactly. And I need to be clear about one thing. I come by my claws honestly, and people ask me if it hurts when they come out, and you know what I say? I say every time.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's worth it because the wild hours that me and the soul of Dave Navarro lead. You gotta do something.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. They can do a lot of things.
Oh yeah, no, they're all purpose. These are all purpose.
Well, if you use one, does another one come out from here? Do you get it? Is it an outside source or an inner source?
Oh yeah, it's like an inner source, and it goes through. It goes like through my veins, and then then it comes out. Oh. Yeah, it's gross, but then I can get a smoke whenever I want. And that's the other thing is the soul of Dave Navarro is constantly demanding smokes. So sometimes I can't tell if maybe that's the only reason why he hangs out with me. But
I feel like we're gonna talk about this later. But for now, I've got some good news, which is we've got some contestants.
Oh yeah,
for you to ask some questions to. So let's bring them out.
Oh wow, incredible! So, first of all, we've met Nicotine Wolverine. So now let's. Oh wow, incredible! So, first of all,
I'm so confused.
Who the fuck is this?
We got one more contestant.
Hey, who was this guy?
We heard.
Who was this guy right here?
This is a bonus.
You got a wig on? Got a wig? All right. No.
Wow.
I didn't realize there was going to be a fifth contestant here. This feels like a disadvantage.
Yeah. I have no clue who this guy is.
Yeah, well,
I feel like my chances have gone down. I don't like it.
You know what? We took our inspiration from The Bachelor. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
A bonus.
Yeah. So Jilted Ryan is a ringer. He's competitive. He's been competitive in some of the prior dating games. So we're gonna have him here, and he's gonna get to weigh in at the end of each round. With his own answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
I tell you, I don't like it.
I've got some thoughts. But
one thing we're gonna have to ask each contestant to do is, if you remember your name, if you can put it in your name box.
Sweetie. Let me do whatever for you, honey. Okay.
I've never forgotten my name, and you won't either, sweetheart. Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, then let's all introduce ourselves. Brutus, starting with you. Come in strong.
Oh, hey there, ladies and gents. It's me, Brutus Dagmar. Yeah, I'm from Texas, but the weird part.
Oh, yeah.
I like to have fun, but I'm also pretty laid back. It's just part of my Southern charm, and I'm here to show you that I've got what it takes to be your boo. Boom.
I'm feeling good about your chances, Brutus. I think we got to see your teammate, your Team 2 teammate. Got to bring him out. Guido, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's up? My name is Guido Nebil. Okay, don't say Nebil. Don't say Nebil. Don't say any of that fucking weak-ass bullshit. It's Nebil. Okay, Guido Nebil. All right, listen. Hold on. Let me roll this joint real quick.
Oh, great. Okay.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, so I hail from fucking Colorado, all right? The great old city of Denver, all right? Yeah. And I don't know if you can tell my parents are originally from Jersey, but I feel like I like to bring a little of that Jersey charm all to the old weed state, Hey, it was legal here first.
Feels really consistent. Thank you, Guido. I'm excited for your chances.
Where's my lighter?
Get Team 1. Maybe we can get one of those Team 1 contestants out here. Alistair.
What's up? Alistair Uther from Atlanta, Georgia. Sorry, man. I'm just so out of it. Okay. Yeah. Just focus, dude. All right. Yeah, I love God. I'm looking for my number 2 because number 1's always going to be the big guy. It's not saying that's what hey, that's just how it goes. I have a variety of interests. I know it's not necessarily cool, but I make my own sriracha. It's pretty, I don't consider myself a conventional guy, I'm not afraid to just be myself. Sure, I have a boat. Do I know how to swim? No, but I have a boat. Okay. Right. And, my dad was a paladin.
Thank you. Thanks, Alistair. And I think we've got one more, Blessing. Yes. Blessing, a little introduction.
Well, hello, my name is Blessing. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I like to look good. I like to feel good. I'm in the movie industry. I was an extra on the set of Legally Blonde 2. You might have seen me there. I like to run on the beach in my free time, and I work hard and I play hard. And I think that's the best way to describe myself. That would be my motto. I just came up with it right now. I work hard and I play hard.
Thank you, Blessing. That feels unique to you. I don't know if I've heard it before. And let's bring out again the ringer candidate, and I think that's Jilted Ryan. Would you like to introduce yourself briefly to Wolverine?
Yeah, I'm Jilted Ryan, and I'm not happy to be here because I should have been asked here on better circumstances by one of 2 people here. And I'm pissed off at the lack of an invite. I'm pissed off that they got the date of our show wrong. It's not this week. It's next week, the following week.
Yeah.
And I'm just here at an empty Taco Bell, looking to not make any friends.
Thank you, Ryan. Nicotine Wolverine has some tough choices ahead, I have to say. So, Nicotine, I know you have a couple questions prepared. Do you want to ask our contestants your first question?
Yes. Now, my first question is this. Tell me what the perfect date would look like if you took me on a date.
All right, we're going to go in introduction.
That wasn't a question.
That's a question. That's an order. We're going to start with Brutus.
Oh, what would we do on a date? Oh, I'd probably take you down. We'd start out nice and light, take you down to some of the finest taco trucks in all of Austin, Texas. Yeah, you can get whatever you want. It's on me. And then I don't know if you like the beach or nothing, but we can go down. We might have to take a little trip, but it'll be worth it. And if there are any sharks in the Gulf of Mexico, I have, and I will again punch a great white in the face for you, right in the shark face.
Thank you, Brutus. Guido.
All right, honey, let me tell you. Listen, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get real high. Hold on. Let me light this thing real quick. Hold on.
Sounds like you might have something in common, Nicotine.
Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get real high. All right. And then I'm gonna take you out for some deep dish. All right. Oh yeah. Listen, I got my Jersey roots. I don't do any of that fucking New York fucking thin crust fucking bullshit. We gotta get that deep dish fucking pizza. Okay. You're gonna be swimming in cheese. You're gonna be swimming in me. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a ride down to the reservoir. All right. And all we're going to listen to is Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar High. Ah, fuck, I lost my cherry.
I would just like to say I eat tacos like nobody's business. I'm just saying.
Some compelling
Yeah,
information.
but I like to get real messy right around here. You know what I'm saying?
Alistair.
Yeah, what does perfect even mean? You know, like going into stuff with like standards, like that's not really what like I like to do. You know, you experience things, and then it's like after you think like, wow, was that perfect? But even then, like perfect is just a set of limitations that when you put it on the experience with another person, you're like, what does perfect even mean? You know, hold on.
Alistair really giving us some intellectual fodder to think about deep thoughts.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as a deep guy. You know, like I've read of Vonnegut, and like I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Again, Nicotine, something to think about, and Blessing.
Oh, we would do something so naughty. We would take a walk on the Sunset Boulevard, just me and you, and we would turn tricks until the morning comes, and then we would sneak into a puppet show, and then we would take out the pastries that we snuck in and shove them down our throats, and then we would fuck.
Who's this fucking guy?
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Blessing. And again, Jilted Ryan, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think, if we went on a date, I'd either, I'd email, text, or call you beforehand and invite you on the date. Maybe we could go to Taco Bell. I would gladly purchase you a cheesy gordita crunch or a Mexican pizza. Actually, they got rid of that, I think. And then, if things were going well, we could get on my motorcycle, maybe late at night, like 1:30 in the morning, maybe go outside of my friend Sumeet's house and just rev the motorcycle and just see how loud we could get it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Nicotine, you've got a lot here to consider. I think you've got another question for everyone, or if you have follow-ups or, another question.
Yes, my next question is, what would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Nicotine, who do you want to hear from first?
Oh, yes. This time, let's start with Blessing.
Blessing.
Oh, if I were invisible for a day, it would be so hard because I love when people watch me and look at me and want to dance with me and want to take pictures of me. But what I would do is sneak on the set of Jurassic Park 4 and act like I've never acted before.
Thank you, Blessing. Nicotine?
Okay, next. Brutus.
Oh, you know what I do? I'm usually not that discreet, but I've got a little bit of a vendetta at several zoos, and I would certainly go toe-to-toe with the rest of the family of giraffes that I had previously slighted. But when invisible, you can rest assured I would take them down with a vengeance, and I would do it all in the name of love.
Let's go right to Jilted Ryan next, please.
Well, my if I were invisible, I think I would love to go to an airport actually and just bypass security. Like, because what a pain airport security. It's just go right on an airplane and probably fly to. I would fly to probably like maybe the Richmond, Virginia airport and then just go behind the rental car desk, take some keys, go get a rental car, and drive to maybe a little north of there towards the DC area. And to my friend David lives there, and I'd probably sneak into his house and just take a big fat shit on his pillow.
He's got vengeance.
And then just go home. No, you know what? Then I would get back in the car. I would keep driving until I got pulled over because there'd be just an invisible driving car there just to see how far I could get.
Consistent logic. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm. A little fun for you, a little fun for David. When he gets home. Mm-hmm.
All right, well then, next, let's hear from Alistair then.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go to my favorite author, Ernest Goes to Hemingway, and I would just I just observe the human condition, me and my dog Banjo here. I would walk him, and then I would see how people be like, "That's just a dog alone." What do I do? Do I comfort the dog? Do I hug the dog, or do I ignore it? Because really, ignoring dogs and ignoring the human condition is equivalent to the false plyometric theory of yachting.
This fucking guy.
Yeah.
That's so true. And then finally, Guido.
Oh, honey, I love you. You saved the best for last. Listen, you got a bunch of sad boys and tree huggers in this crew. What you want is a real man, all right? I'm gonna take you out in my Jeep, okay, honey? But if I was invisible for a day, man, that's fucking hard. Well, I think what I'd have to do is, man, I think I'd have to go out. I'd wanna fucking sneak into every band that Dave Navarro has ever been a part of, and then just fucking boo at them for being terrible without him, because he is owed a goddamn gold medal for everything he's ever been a part of, and then obviously I'd steal a bunch of Crocs. That's what I do.
Wow. Well, Nicotine, do you see your future partner in this room?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of futures. I'm seeing all the different timelines, and I like a bunch of them. I gotta say.
Let's do one more quick lightning round, so you have a little more to guess from. And the last question would be, contestants, if you can compare yourself to any animal, what and why?
Oh, that's easy.
And Nicotine, why don't you just call him like you see him?
Oh, all right. Brutus.
What animal am I like? What's the fucking strongest animal? Here's a hint. It's not the biggest animal. It's an ant, because they can carry a lot on their back. I may be small. I'm gonna be honest with you. I only clock in at about 5'3", but I have the strength of 1,000,000 ants. I have the strength of an ant farm, and I can carry you to any Dave Navarro concert that you want to go to, my friend Nicotine Wolverine, and I will take you wherever you want to go, and I will carry you on my back.
That's a good answer. Alistair.
Hold on.
Hydration.
Humans are animals. Humans are animals.
Oh, that's also very true.
Cool answer.
All right, listen, honey. If I were an animal, let me just put this fucker out right here. Oh, Jesus. My Lily is not going to like that. Listen, I'd say I'm like a combination between like a jaguar and a python. You know what I'm saying, right? Because I'm going to hold you so tight, but if someone fucks with us, Nicotine, let me tell you, I got the claws. All right? I got the claws. They're going to come out. Oh, the two of us combined, honey. Oh, sweetheart.
We'd take over the jungle.
We would take over. We would be king and queen of the jungle, baby. You and me.
All right. Blessing.
It'd be a donkey. It would be a donkey because I'm loud when it counts. So
Yes, that's also very important. We all know that when donkeys bray, it's because something's really important.
something good is happening.
They're not
That's
just
right.
yelling.
It's not for fun.
And finally, Jilted Ryan.
I'd have to say a dairy cow, because after giving so much to the people around them for your entire life, my entire life, at the end, when I become apparently no longer useful, I'm led to the slaughter. My throat is slit. I'm hung upside down until I bleed out, and then I'm eaten by those same people.
Oh, so
Fucking sad boys. Sad boys.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
Oh wow. Well, I think we've learned a lot about everyone here. Nicotine, do you have a decision? Are you going to test out all the timelines? What are you thinking?
I know. I'm looking at all the timelines, which I think we don't have time for me to test them all out. But I can say I did feel a connection with one contestant in particular. Am I supposed to reveal it?
I think it's time.
Oh, okay. I gotta go with Guido. I gotta see where that goes. Gotta see
Honey,
where it goes.
honey, you and me, we're gonna have such a good time. This space is gonna be a cheesy mess when you and me are done.
Oh, I can't wait to get into a little deep dish pizza with you.
Woo!
Thank
It's gonna be
I'm
such a good
happy.
time. I'm gonna
I'm
take you on the
just happy
Jeep.
for you too.
I have to say, I think I saw this coming. It seems like a match made in heaven. Thank you, contestants. We're going to send you backstage. Jilted Ryan, again, any words before we see the last of you?
Rejected again. I'm getting used to this, so thank you.
Thank you for your
goodness.
Ryan.
Wow, we have so much to recap here. I've learned a ton.
We gotta do a little scoring run real quick. Why don't we first start by going through the chat? I think we had a little bit of fan for. Did someone have a fan at some point?
Oh, Brutus had a fan.
Brutus had a fan. Lunchbox Laser is really
beautiful
a fan though, so we're gonna have to give 2 points for Brutus's fan. Also, Grace Lee says I vote for Brutus, and Lunchbox Laser. Brutus coming out strong. Now I see here also later on in the game there was some real commit. I think last name Doll pointed out that Guido was really playing the game. And I think, you love to see it. You love to see someone really hone in on Nicotine Wolverine's interests and play those strengths. We got to say 8 points, maybe 15 points for that. Actually, I got to say it was the most savvy playing I've ever seen. You know, and to be fair to Brutus, you know, I saw some of that commitment coming through. I think at one point Grace Lee pointed out a wicked smart answer. And so we got to give another 7 points for that wicked smart answer. Separately, I think, you know, Team 1 also had a lot. Lunchbox Laser was really into the Tina Turner hair we saw in Blessing. And I think once we saw a little more Blessing, Gracelyn was also into change their vote to Blessing. Last name Doll said talking it naughty in a monotone really somehow makes it more naughty. Have to agree. 10 points for what was truly a unique character, really special. Blessing.
Yeah, I was also doubting that a beach walk could be so naughty, and then I was proven quite wrong.
Yeah,
Blessing really came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and that was beautiful.
I think that's got to be consistent.
So 5 more points from me for the naughty beach walk.
And I believe this was Blessing. Cappy Fear points out, we will all forever hashtag loud when it counts. That's really important to remember. There was less in the chat for Alistair, but I think we all recognized Alistair. We all know Alistair. We all met 14 Alistairs.
There was I don't remember who said this, but someone was like, "This is too relatable," and I agree. So 10 points for too relatable of an Alistair.
10 points for actually showing up as a new human character that we all know.
It was magic. And I'll give another 5 points for drinking out of that giant gallon of water because I've seen that happen. I know that person.
Yep. So we've got that. Now let's take a minute to, we've gone through the chat. We've given out a couple points. The scores, team 1, if you're listening, you currently have 48 points, and team 2, you are trailing behind with 43 points. How could we forget Jilted Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
I think Jilted Ryan.
I think it's pretty clear how we could forget about Jilted Ryan.
Sorry, Jilted Ryan. Jilted Ryan, you really changed our outlook, and I think to stay consistent with the spirit of Jilted Ryan, we've got to subtract 4 points from team 1.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every time we're gonna have to do that because Jilted Ryan made a very compelling case. Honestly, I really feel for him, despite the fact that I didn't remember that he was there. I really felt the cow analogy really tugged at my heartstrings.
That fucked me up.
Sitting alone at a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Sad
Who
cow.
hasn't been there in the pandemic? Team 1, you actually have 44 points, and team 2, you have 43. Let's bring them back out.
I have a question about this math. I won that last game. How are we behind?
Guido, you make an excellent point. You get 15 points for commitment to strategy, but I think you also get another 5 points for being as close of a spiritual match to Nicotine Wolverine as we've ever done.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I will change my name back. I kind of forgot about that.
I hope
Since we're arguing about points, I still don't get why Ryan's points are being taken away from us. What are we supposed to do?
Because we respect the chat.
We slighted him.
Ryan is not here to play. Ryan's not here to play. Just to remind, Ryan didn't get any points. Ryan only reminds us that we sometimes
But he reminded you to take points away from us.
That is true. Now that part is true.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Thanks a lot.
Ryan, I'm ignoring all your texts.
Same. And also, you're cut from level down.
You're off level down.
Does that mean there's an opening?
I'm kidding. Maybe. Unless? I don't know.
Unless it's my tattoo. My tattoo says I can't just backwards.
All right. Well, we have time. We have a game that is perfect and to duke this out. Our last game is our passion game called Objection.
Yeah!
No.
I know that cat.
It's just familiar. So welcome. You have now entered the Glitty Litter courtroom. In Objection, our teams are going to be having a debate about an issue with each team on opposite sides. Each team will give their argument as to why their side of the issue is right. And when a contestant on the other team disagrees and wants to argue their opposing side, they will yell objection and state their case. Then Colleen and I will determine if your objection has been sustained, and then you can continue to make your case, or overruled. We don't want to hear it. We want to keep hearing from the original team. Yeah, those are
those rules. Remember, it is a game of passion, so it doesn't matter if your argument makes sense. It just matters that you're passionate about it. And as always, viewers at home, and Ryan especially, we'd love to know what you think. So let us know in the chat, and we can give out bonus points.
Or negative points.
Exactly.
Becca, you want to let us know, what is tonight's very important debate topic?
Yes, it's very it's a hot topic. The question on the table is, are we aliens?
Yeah.
It's not are we human, are we dancer?
No.
Ignoring that, just are we aliens? So team 1, you will be arguing, yes, we are aliens. And team 2, you will be arguing, no, we are not aliens.
Right. All right.
Now, remember, when you want to say your piece, just yell objection, and give us a minute to follow up. Team 1, we're going to start the debate with you whenever you're ready.
Okay, we'll start. The first key point is that the word alien is a relative term. It just means something that's different than something else.
Objection!
So we are humans.
What's the objection?
Relative to the planet that we're living on, which is Earth, which means we're not aliens. Sure, on Mars we would be aliens, but on Earth we are not.
Objection.
What's the objection?
Therefore, you're not considering the universe as a whole. You're really going to be so geocentric to only consider Earth.
Objection. We're the only life that we know of. So
objection. We can object to other people's objections now. Interesting.
Objection. You did it to me first.
If you guys have arguments that are longer to make, you can keep going. But if your arguments are short, we'll just let you say them.
Well, my objection is he did it to me first.
Great. All right, we'll end with our last objection.
All right, great. So we can't possibly be aliens because we live here on Earth, right? And as I have previously mentioned, Earth is the only planet which sustains life that we know of. That we know of.
What's the objection?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's an absolute statistical certainty that Earth is not the only planet that sustains life. So therefore, going off based off of our limited knowledge is naive.
Objection! I said that we know of.
Objection. I do have to sustain that objection. So,
yeah, exactly. Because given the sheer vastness and infiniteness or whatever of the universe, to say that Earth is the only one that sustains life, and I know that you're saying what we know of, but also that is irresponsible.
Objection! It's entirely irresponsible because the Fermi paradox totally overrules the Drake equation. The Drake equation says that there should be millions of intelligent life forms out there, but the Fermi paradox asks the question, why? Because of the great filter.
Objection.
That's why.
I'm going to sustain that previous objection. I want to hear more about the Fermi paradox.
Thank you. The Fermi paradox asks the question, if there should be so many intelligent life forms out there in the universe, why haven't we seen them yet?
Objection.
Well, let me tell you.
Objection. Just because a paradox exists doesn't mean that it's true. The David paradox states that everyone should drink orange juice with pizza, but not everybody likes orange juice with pizza.
And also, just because we haven't found them yet doesn't mean that they don't exist.
Objection, a paradox requires that it is true in the end, that it seems ironic, but it's true.
Counsel,
and pizza and orange juice is not true.
That objection was overruled, Counsel.
Oh, great. Wonderful. So anyway, thank you. So why are there no intelligent life forms that we've met? Well, let me tell you, because of the great filter. The great filter may be in front of us or behind us. In my opinion, it's in front of us, and that is why we don't have any aliens that we've met. And we can't be aliens because we live here on planet Earth.
I'm going to hear some.
I don't understand what the great filter is and how it's relevant to this argument at all. Just because there is a filter,
let me tell you.
Just because there is a filter doesn't mean nothing exists outside that filter. If I wear sunglasses, or if I'm wearing a blanket and I can't see the sun, that doesn't mean the sun isn't there. The blanket is the great filter.
I'm going to hear from Emla.
Objection. As the great band Filter once said, if you want to take my picture, because I won't remember.
Great point. I think we're getting close to closing statements, but I'll hear one or two more arguments.
As a great band Yellow Card once said, put your hand in mine, I'm cool for the summer. It's really all about cohesion.
Cohesion and Cambria.
Exactly. We acknowledge each other as aliens, but because to not acknowledge existence is to deny it.
All right, we're going to hear closing statements. I'm going to start with Emlav. Emlav and Jessica.
Well,
Emlav.
I think it is unfair to suggest that there are aliens out there because they're green and we're not, so we're obviously not aliens.
Clearly, I would like to add on to that. Even if there were aliens out there, it's clearly not us. We crawled out of the sea. We had fins. We were dolphins. We crawled out of the sea, and now we're here in this terrible existence. Everyone agrees it's a dumpster fire, but that does not mean that we are aliens. We rest our case.
All right, Sumeet, David?
Yeah, I think that our opposing team's main argument is that human law is ultimate law, which is irresponsible because of the number of plants that can sustain life. Humans are definitely not the top tier of those planets. I'm going to go ahead and hazard a guess there. So
Yeah, just to use Jess's argument against her for a second, it is a dumpster fire, and if the implication is that aliens are worse off, then we definitely are worse off. And
also by sheer numbers.
Closing statements.
Yep.
Closing statements.
There you go.
I feel
So
great.
we definitely are aliens to somebody else.
I feel
Behold, passion. Thy name is Jessica.
Thank you. Thank you.
This has really been something. I don't think we've ever seen people take the objection argument topic quite as seriously or happen to know quite as many things about it. So very impressive. We're going to send you backstage to take a breather before the glitter box. Wow, Becca. What a performance.
I don't know if I learned real things or fake things, but I would have no way of knowing. So I'm going to assume they're real.
I'm gonna have to say I saw an absurd amount of passion, particularly from Jess and David. I think they each are looking at 15 points for their passion level, and also I would have to say both of them took the argument about as seriously as if it were a real topic we were having in a debate. So I'm impressed with that, and I have to say 5 points for Jess for mentioning. I repeated it when she said it, but I don't know what it's called. The F thing equation.
Fermi. Theoretically, I was once upon a time a Mechie major, but nope.
That sounds horrible. So those are things. But also, I think Emily made a really important point in quoting Filter, and it can't be overstated. And for that, another 12 points.
And I would like to give 10 points to team 1 because I had no idea what the filter was until Sumeet's incredible analogy of the sunglasses. And then that was just a relatable thing that I could latch onto.
Yeah.
One piece in that argument that I understood. So thank you for bringing it down to my level.
Yeah, appreciated. Always appreciated. Explain it to me as if I'm your pet. Sort of how I want. The chat had a lot of support. At 2MB Studios says, this is Jess's game. Last name Doll. Jess has the passion. Oaks, yeah, if it's a game of passion, Jess certainly wins. Graceland, Jess will make your brain explode. So I think we have to recognize Jess's. She might still be backstage yelling. So we got to give her another 10 points. Now, separately in the chat, Beef Wellington, I don't know who that could be, wants a -69 for putting orange juice and pizza on my mental tongue. And for that, I think we got to subtract 9 and add 6 to point 2.
Yep, that is how math works. And I'm just going to say, let's give him another 3 because I personally like orange juice and I also like pizza.
Yeah, no, I hate it. I hate it a lot. So looking at the scores now, let's bring out the teams to do a reveal of what our scores are going into the glitter box. Yikes. I don't know how we got here, although I guess it's not totally fair.
You know what? I'm gonna say
I don't think you're supposed to change a thing. So going into the glitter box, we have team 1 was somehow at team 2 has 90 points, 90 points. And team 1, and this is not a joke, you guys, somehow this just happened. Team 1 has 69 points.
I love it.
We win!
The win to me.
That does make you technical winners, I think.
Yes. And
That's our prize.
as we're being reminded, Jilton Ryan currently has no points.
Yeah, it's not.
Even better.
So I think with that, it's time to head to the glitter box.
So let's bring Caitlin. Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Jeff Ramsey, you mean?
Hello. My name is Jeff Ramsey.
Yes. I'm about
You
this.
may address me as Jeff. You will say, yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yes, Jeff.
My name is Jeff Ramsey. Tonight, we have a very, very special guest. Wait, did we do the points already?
We did.
Oh, so we know. Okay. We have a very, very special guest dining in my kitchen. But you will not know who this very special celebrity guest is until you've cooked them something. You have 4 choices of my favorite things to cook with. Each of you will select 1 protein to cook with. Then we will meet our celebrity, and and it will reveal your fate if the celebrity hates your dish or loves your dish.
we do have to make a wager still, Jeff Ramsey. So is this the right time?
Yes.
All right. So team 1 and team 2, you can wager any amount of points you currently have on the outcome of this game.
All right. Well, MLab, we got to be careful, right? So we don't want to wager any more than 21
Mm-hmm.
because that's how far ahead. So let's wager 20.
Okay,
What do
play
you think
safe.
about
Play
that?
safe.
All right.
And
Team 2 wagers points. Team 1.
Or you want to go do it all, David?
Yeah, let's bet them all.
69. Let's go.
69 points for team 1.
Old.
Wonderful.
And-
So, person with the most points currently gets the first selection of protein.
I don't know, MLab. What are you thinking? I feel like beef, too simple, right?
I'm honing in on scallop right now. I feel
feel you.
strongly about it.
That's some New England shit right there. Okay.
Mhm.
$20 on scallop. I wrote it down, so you know it means something.
Here we go.
Team 1?
I have no idea what's happening.
What do you think?
How do you feel, David? I'm feeling duck.
Oh, I'm feeling beef. I love beef.
You are? Okay. All right. We'll go beef.
Okay.
All right. So, team 2 has selected scallop, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
And team 1 has selected beef.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will reveal your celebrity, at which I wrote down beforehand, so you know this is not rigged in any way. It is, it's the Little Mermaid, which means there is an order of things that she will and will not eat, which I also wrote down beforehand.
Shit.
Which means the team that selected the protein that is furthest away from water
God damn it.
is the winner, which means team 1 selected beef. This is the order.
Woo!
Oh boy.
This is bullshit.
She refuses your scallop.
Whatever.
She refuses your scallop and she says no.
Whatever. MLab, we're clearly the funniest ones on here.
Yeah.
We're
also real friends.
We win.
This show is ending.
Best
And I
friends
imagine-
forever.
The beef choice was in honor of Ryan. Ryan
This
being
is
the
the
cow.
example of the patriarchy in motion. Of course, beef fucking wins with the men with their fucking beef between the legs.
Passion.
Thank you, Chef Ramsey. We will see you. So I think what this means is that we're ready to crown a winner. Team 1, I believe you are our winners. And if Chef Ramsey ends up going backstage, we'd love to give you a chance, team 1, to talk a little, if you have anything to say at this moment, this important moment.
It's important not to gloat when you're the champion and not to rub it in and not talk about it too much. So I'm just happy that we all got along and we had a good time.
Yeah, I want to dedicate this win to our deceased friend Brian.
Yes.
Yeah, pour one out.
Disease.
I
Yes.
just wish Brian was alive to have been in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only.
Team 2,
He's a good man.
any team 2 rebuttal?
This is bullshit. I would just like to say this is the patriarchy in action, and I'm not pleased.
Yeah, no one was rooting for Perfect Strangers, I don't think. But, that's just, them's the breaks. And we will bow out gracefully.
Just another glass ceiling.
As two
It's
real
fine.
friends
It's fine.
will.
It's fine.
Graceful as ever. Thank you guys so much for playing on our last show of the season. We're so appreciative. Thank you to MV for hosting us on their channel. Thanks also Matt for the awesome tech you guys saw tonight. Thank you, Jilted Ryan, for your commitment. We remember your spirit. Also, check out QMB Partner 3 Weeks courses. They offer fun live courses that are a great way to meet new people, probably some of these people in the chat, to share your interests. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out in the chat. The show is the most fun we've had all quarantine, and it's because of you guys that it feels like a party.
Just wanted to say thank you all again so much for joining us tonight on Glitty Litter, the show where your shit shines and the cats never matter. We are Glitter and Friends. Thank you for joining us for this evening of glitz, glamour, and glitter glory.